If you're new here, hit like, subscribe if you want more stories like this. And if you're going through something right now, this one's for you. Drop a comment and let's support each other.
A thought is a tangible, electric event in your brain. When you constantly replay negative scenarios, your brain mistakes it for a physical predator. It registers those thoughts as an immediate threat to your survival. Researchers demonstrated this using the Trier social stress test. When subjects were asked to give a speech to a panel of judges who provided no positive feedback, just cold, negative social pressure, the subjects experienced a severe physiological reaction. This diagram illustrates exactly what happens next. The brain receives the negative stimulus and immediately floods the bloodstream with a spike in systemic cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Negative thinking initiates a destructive, measurable biological cascade. Over time, that constant surge of cortisol triggers systemic inflammation, worsening chronic conditions like endometriosis and making the body feel physically worse. To cope with this internal stress, the brain shifts into a psychological defense mode to protect self-integrity, our core sense of who we are and our worth. This creates a paradox. When someone in this defensive state encounters genuinely helpful health advice, their brain perceives it as an attack on their self-integrity and instinctively rejects the information. The body's own defense mechanism traps us in a self-sustaining loop of physical sickness and bad habits. We can intercept that downward biological momentum, break the cycle of defensiveness, and consciously rewire our brains by utilizing the psychological tool of self-affirmation. A team of researchers from the University of Pennsylvania and the University of Michigan investigated this using functional MRI technology on sedentary adults. They focused on the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, or VMPFC. This specific region of the brain processes self-relevance and assigns positive valuation to new information. Before receiving health warnings, one group affirmed their core values. This bar chart reveals they produced significantly more VMPFC activity than the control group, dropping their biological shields. Subsequently, the line graph tracks their steep, measurable decline in sedentary behavior over the next month. By affirming core values, the brain safely internalizes threatening information and initiates physical changes in behavior. This biological response extends beyond behavioral habits. It can directly alter the physical immune system. In a clinical trial published in Nature Medicine, scientists tested how positive expectations affected healthy volunteers receiving a hepatitis B vaccine. When patients actively utilized positive expectations, they boosted activity in the ventral tegmental area, the brain's reward center. Following vaccination, blood tests revealed those who activated this region produced a significantly higher volume of antibodies against the virus than the control group. Targeted positive thinking provides the brain the necessary tools to physically engineer a tangibly stronger and more resilient immune response against external threats. We can apply these scientific discoveries to daily life, using protocols found in cognitive behavioral therapy. Instead of relying on action-based goals like, I want to eat healthy, the protocol uses identity-based affirmations, such as, I am someone who nourishes my body. Changing the internal dialogue from, I have to exercise, to, I get to move my body, removes the perception of a chore, lowering neurological resistance. These shifts require constant repetition. Every time you consciously choose the positive frame, you are reinforcing the physical neural pathways in the brain. These linguistic shifts provide the internal framework necessary to sustain an upward spiral. The process of rewiring involves friction. A behavioral slip-up serves as data you can use to adjust the system, rather than a reason to stop. Progress relies on the daily willingness to catch negative internal dialogue and overwrite it with a positive input. Consistent daily affirmations act as a powerful, self-administered biological prescription, directly altering the neural pathways that govern your overall physical health. By seizing control of your internal narrative, you are utilizing a scientifically proven method to take command of your physical biology.